Sagittarius, this reading is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this is for the new moon cycle in Taurus, which is from May 6th through to June 5th. Now, this new moon is going to be highlighting your 6th house, which is the house of your work, your job, your daily routine. It's also the house of our health and well-being. It is the house that rules your diet, your nutrition. It is the house that indicates whether you are leading a healthy lifestyle or not, okay, and what may need to be done to change that. Again, the 6th house is our daily work. It also rules our co-workers, people, in our work environment, all right? It is also the house of service. So if you are involved in any humanitarian work or any charitable work, or where you need to serve humanity in this lifetime, is going to fall in your 6th house and be ruled by the sign that's on your 6th house. So for my rising sign Sagittarius, that's going to be that is going to be Taurus. And in any case, if you are under the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Taurus is going to be affecting that area of your life. Now, what is also going to be in the 6th house is Mercury. Mercury is moving forward. So we know when Mercury moves backwards, we can expect delays, miscommunications, having to redo things we thought were already resolved, having to go back to the drawing board and revise them, make corrections. People from the past might come back into your life. With Mercury in your 6th house, you need to watch out for, issues at work, perhaps errors being made, things being lost. Back up your computer at work. Back up your computer at home as well, but back up that work computer because it can go down. This is the situation where the printer goes down, the phone systems and the computers all go down at the same time, and there are deadlines, and we have to scramble to figure out how to get our job done and get out of there at a decent hour. There may be people coming and going in your work environment, so keep an eye out for that. You may have been waiting to hear news about a new job that may have been delayed. You may have to wait a little bit longer. Mercury moves forward on May 22nd, so after that you'll see that surge of communications energy, and things that were kind of at a standstill will be able to move forward at that point. Not necessarily the best time for you to get a new job or to agree to a new job. If you're not working, you've been out of work for a while and you need to work, then you take whatever you can get. You get an offer, you take that. We have to be able to pay our bills, take care of our families and ourselves. Just know that when Mercury moves forward, you may end up changing that job, or perhaps the job that was originally offered to you that you thought you were going to have is going to be a very different job description than what you originally were told. Okay, so make sure you get in writing and you're very clear. Make good notes when you go to your interview, so that you can go back and say, okay, well, this is what I was told this was going to be. As I said, Mercury moving forward after the 22nd, there'll be more clarification. Jupiter is one of the 5 planets, along with Mercury, that has been retrograde, and this is a historic number of planets. If you'd like to know where all of the 5 planets are in your chart right now and how those retrograde transits are affecting you, please contact me for a personal reading. I'd be happy to do that for you. We can take a look at your chart. Now, in a general reading here for my Scorpios, Jupiter is moving forward in your 10th house. That is your career house. So we have a lot of connection between job and career. Your job being the daily work that you do to pay the bills, the career, what your professional goals and aspirations are. So, as I said, you may, after Jupiter moves forward on the 9th, you may be seeing some progress, some job offers, some callbacks, some responses to resumes that you've sent out. Again, if you receive a job offer, you may not start that job until a few weeks from now. So, if you can start after May 22nd and kind of squeeze that out, then that would be, the best planetary the best most auspicious time for you to start a new job. Jupiter often tests us when it's going backwards, brings in kind of interventions or things happening out of the blue that we really have to navigate through, and if we do that successfully, then Jupiter knows we've earned the opportunities and the blessings that are coming into our lives when it starts back in its forward motion. Okay, so this is your reading, Sagittarius, for this new moon cycle in Taurus. What is the message for Sagittarius for the new moon cycle in Taurus? What is the message for Sagittarius for this new moon cycle in Sagittarius? What is the message for the new moon cycle in Sagittarius? Some of my Sagittarians may be brought out into the public eye. The 10th house is your public house. It's the way the world sees you. So some of you may be renowned within the next few weeks for what you are doing professionally. There is, kind of a climbing to the top of the ladder is the potential here for that 10th house energy, and also blessings and very positive outcomes regarding employers. Okay, so your boss may pull you into the offices and say, listen, we want you for this job position. Are you interested in it? It's going to be a lot more responsibility, but it may, bring you to the top of the company. So you may be seeing this going on as well. So what is the message for my Sagittarians for this new moon cycle in Taurus? We have the Fool in the recent past. Great card. Okay, we have the Tower. We have the Strength card reversed. We have the Two of Swords. The Three of Wands reversed. The Ten of Swords at the base of the deck of the reading. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. The Moon reversed. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so right off the top, I'm seeing all of the influences of these planets that I was just breaking down to you. And at the base of the deck, we have the Lover's card. Okay, Lover's card. Now, there are no cups in this reading. So for me, with the lack of cups here, we're not talking about an emotional situation where the Lovers is concerned. For some of you, a small number of you, that may be what we're talking about this month. But for me, the message here is decisions that need to be made, okay? Choices between two things. So being on the verge of making a decision with the Lover's card. So the card that I'm initially drawn to here is this Two of Swords in the center of the reading. And this particular card supports the idea of decisions needing to be made right now. So when the Two of Swords comes up, you have at least two options, and you, for some reason, are not making a decision between those two options because either you feel like you're not ready, or you feel that you don't have, that you're unable to see clearly what the best option is in a situation. Okay, so again, the same idea as the Lover's card. Decisive action needs to be taken is what the Two of Swords is saying to you. And often, you know, you'll see the Two of Swords card in the traditional decks with a person holding two swords crossing their chest or their heart or heart chakra, and they are blindfolded. So, you know, very much there may be a feeling of self-protection here. There may be, as I said, a feeling like you are you know, not able to see clearly what the best path is here for you in order to make that decision. But with these two decisive cards coming up, you're being called to do that. All right. Now, what has happened in the past? Well, perhaps in the last few months, perhaps last month, we have the Fool being represented. And the Fool talks about new beginnings. It talks about some optimistic new beginning in your life, stepping out on a new path, taking a new approach to life, or making a decision that has you going in a new direction. Okay, there's enthusiasm behind this, there is optimism behind this, there is a feeling that a new life has opened up and awakened for you. You know, you see the Child on this card who is about to step off the cliff here. So with this card in your recent past, where have you decided to take a risk and jump off the cliff and into the unknown and untried? It may be, you know, with your 6th house and your 10th house highlighted, it may very well be your work or your career. You may have started a new job, or you may have left a job and decided that you wanted to strike out on your own path. So there's this optimism or this feeling that you know, you may be starting from zero, or starting from the bottom, or starting from the very beginning again. After having a career in one area, you may have begun a new career, a new life path in your professional life. So there is some positive new beginning, some positive change, and the beginning of a journey here. And you see that sun is shining in the background, shining down on your optimism. Okay, you may have recently moved, or you may have decided to take a job, or you know, or a position in another country, in another state, in another province, you know, wherever it is that you are living, or a new city. Now, in the recent past, however, and perhaps we're talking about the last 2 weeks or the last 3 weeks, we have the Tower coming up here. So something's happened. Some unexpected event or change or disruption or development has completely thrown you for a loop. Okay, it has you know, lightning has struck in some way in your life, and perhaps the new beginning that you started with, there has been some type of change or setback, or, as I said, unexpected development. With the Tower here, it's something that swoops in out of the blue, out of nowhere, and shakes the foundation of your life on some level. Okay, and with the Strength card here next to it and above it, well, the Strength card is reversed. So I feel that whatever has taken place in your life, it has you in a position of feeling, you know, like life has kind of been taken out of your hands, like decisions have been taken out of your hands. Perhaps like the course of your life has been changed, and it's something that has happened without, it's an outside event. Okay, it's not something that you have initiated. It is some outside of event that has taken place. You're feeling weak, you're feeling vulnerable, perhaps. You're feeling like, you know, with the Strength card here, in the upright position, this person, this maiden, has control over, you know, the beast, over this wild beast, the lion here. Okay, and life is, you know, what happens is very much under her control. She has mastery of the situation. However, with the Strength card reversed, there is a feeling like choices or decisions have been taken out of your hands, and you are feeling vulnerable because of whatever this lightning is that has struck. Now, this may have been as a result of a Leo in your life or a Virgo. This may be a result of an employer or someone who has, affected your daily situation, your daily work, your schedule, the things that you do on a daily basis, including your work, has been disrupted. Now, very much we're talking about those 5 planets retrograde, and that is the energy. I said at the beginning here that Jupiter often, when it's retrograde, it brings some type of unexpected event or disruption in your life because it tests you to see and to make sure that you are worthy and ready of the blessings and opportunities that are going to come to you when Jupiter moves forward. Jupiter is moving forward on May 9th, and so what has happened before in some way is setting you up to benefit, okay, from whatever that change may have been, so that you are either going to be in a stronger position or taken to even a different position or a different path than the one that you initially started out on, okay? Now, with the Two of Swords here in the center, that is that feeling of, well, what do I do next? Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I leave? Do I stay? There's like a stalemate. The Two of Swords is a stalemate energy, but the need to make some change, make a decision, take decisive action. Now, at the base of the deck, at the base of the reading, we've got the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords energy and the Tower energy are very much the same. Some type of unexpected situation that has affected your life. Very often, the Ten of Swords can talk about feeling stabbed in the back or feeling betrayed on some level. And as I said, come out of the blue there. Could be a co-worker, could be an employer, could just be a situation that's come up. So within the next 2 weeks, we have 2 potential scenarios here. Now, the Knight of Wands is here reversed, and this can be the card that represents you as a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. You being a Sagittarius, you are a fire sign, and the Knight card, the Wands cards represent you. And we also have the Moon reversed. So what I'm feeling is that there are 2 potential scenarios that could come here. If a situation has happened where perhaps you left a job or you were let go from a job, I feel that you very may well decide to change your location or to go with a potential offer that is coming through to you that may require you to travel or to change location very quickly. Okay? The other scenario is that if you have not been let go, or if there has been some situation where there was potential, some of you may potentially be leaving your place of work, okay? And it may happen quickly. I feel that, though, it's not something that, if you have not already been let go, that this situation, you leaving your position, will not be the result of someone else's decision, but your own decision, okay? Now, the warning here is that don't make any moves without thinking very carefully about what you are doing, because with the Moon here reversed, you may not be clear-headed right now. You may not have all the information that you need to make a wise decision, or you may be making decisions based on emotions and not thinking clearly, okay? Now, the third scenario that I'm getting here is that for some of you, someone else is about to be eclipsed out of your environment, your work situation. It may happen very suddenly without announcement. Someone may just get up and walk out, okay, and decide that they're not coming back. Or you may get news that someone has left very quickly and that the position is either no longer, there's no longer anyone in that position, or that the position has been abandoned, okay? So multiple scenarios there that could possibly happen. However, the outcome here, the potential outcome, either way, regardless of what the event is or the change that does come in, you are going to come out on top. You are going to come out in a position of security, stability, and there may be some financial benefit that will come as a result. The Four of Pentacles is a card that represents setting foundations and secure foundations, okay? It is a card that represents security and stability in your life. Now, you may be moving into a new position. If you change jobs, you may be moving into a position that offers you more future security, okay? Or as a result of the Mercury moving forward at the end of the month, around the 22nd, and Jupiter moving forward, I feel that between May 22nd and the next new moon, which is in in Gemini, your opposite sign, at the beginning of June, you may change positions or get information that is going to help you stabilize your situation, okay? Often, Pentacles can talk about some type of, the Four of Pentacles can represent a home situation, a change of residence. So you may be changing home, buying a home, getting a new apartment, something like that, okay, where you are putting down new foundations for new security in your life, all right? So whatever the situation is, know, Sagittarius, that there is going to be a positive outcome here, but more than likely it is going to be as a result of your decisive action, of your decisions, with the Two of Swords and the Lovers, okay? But check out the Lovers card here, where there is this Sun, and the Sun mirrors the Four of Pentacles. So as I said, whatever the result is here, I think that it will be from your right decision, from your gaining control over your emotions here, because you don't want to come up as the Knight of Wands reversed, who can represent someone very impulsive, egotistical. Also, as I'm saying that, this Knight of Wands, if it's someone else in your environment, it can be someone who was a real troublemaker, who was very selfish in their thought, kind of just went for their own cause and caused disruption in the environment, okay? So let that be somebody else and not you, Sagittarius, all right? So when your ruler Jupiter goes forward on May 9th, know that you will have your personal ruling planet moving forward with positive energy, beneficial energy, and blessings. And the outcome here may very well be this Four of Pentacles to give you that secure base that you originally were hoping for when you were the Fool here, okay? So stay focused. Don't let circumstances that have been outside of your control throw you off. Stay centered. Don't make any impulsive decisions. Wait a few more weeks until you have more information, and then you'll be moving forward with more information and a better outlook, and be better informed as to which choices are the best for you. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for tuning in. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos. Thank you for your support. Again, contact me for a private reading if you'd like to know more about your personal situation. And until next month, I wish you love and peace and joy, and I bid you namaste.